We're going to be discussing trans visibility in the workplace. I'm very fortunate. I've been at Middlesex Health for over 25 years now. And this past summer, I had a meeting with my boss, my supervisor, our manager, and our department medical director. And I told them who my true self was. See, when I left work on June 11th, that was the last time they saw the old me. I was off for 3 weeks, and we came back on July 6th. It was as Christine, my true self.
That's awesome.
And I work in a courier route. I go to different, I have like 25 to 30 different doctor's offices and accounts, so I had to tell them that day and that Tuesday, hey, yeah, you know me as Chris, now I'm Christine. But everyone went well. See, I'm lucky. Middlesex Health has always been an ally to the Pride community. They have the safe zone stickers everywhere you go. We were one of the first businesses in the city to use our single stall bathrooms and make them gender neutral a few years ago. And we do have a good comprehensive transgender healthcare program.
Yes. Yes. I'm really proud to be from Middletown, especially being the first city in our state to have a Pride event. It's really nice. Even when I was not feeling seen, Middletown overall I felt was a pretty okay place to grow up. I didn't really struggle that much in that way. I mean, I was othered in ways that was like, oh, token queer kid, you know, that, but better that than being abused completely or, you know, being beat up. I'm happy that's never happened to me in my younger days. In my older days, when I actually started transition, I did get jumped once, and that was scary. I won the fight. I was quite happy. They didn't expect these ballet legs to be able to reach their faces hard. But that was scary. I was walking by USC, and so I lived in California, and these guys were sitting on their porch, and I was on a date with a white woman, and as a black man, I try to always, you know, I don't want anyone to think I don't love myself or black folks, so I make a point to say hello to other black people, and you know, they were sitting on the balcony and I did the, you know, what's up wave, and the guy said, stop looking at me, and start the slur for gay men that starts with an F. And I, you know, made the retort, oh, well, as far as I know, only gay people have gaydar, so it looks like you just called yourself out in front of all your friends. Yeah, he just comes flying off the porch and swings at me. I caught a good deck right in the face, but you know, safety. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of people, and I did not care. I was going to defend myself and stand up for myself, and I did some high kicks and low kicks, and I yelled at him. I said, "I'm actually a girl. You are getting beat up by a girl." I'm like, I took ballet, and his friends on the balcony are just like, what's going on? And again, trans visibility. They could not even. I could see on their faces, they heard all the words that were coming out of my mouth. They heard me tell them I was trans. They heard me say I was a woman. They heard me say all these things, but I could see in their eyes they were just not believing it. They saw a gay black man with a high-pitched voice, and they did not care anything I was saying. They still continue to call me the F word. They still continue to, you know, oh, you're weird, oh, gay this, gay that, and they backed off because they were just so confused after all the things I was screaming at them, the kicking. They were like, what is happening? But even in that moment, outwardly saying to them, like, and this is a big guy, and I'm pretty sure they were on the football team, like, these guys were huge. And I'm telling them I'm a girl, like, I'm trans, like, and, you know, fighting and my date is just like, what's happening? And thank gosh it stopped, you know. Eventually one guy on the porch, I think, came to his senses and pulled us apart, and you know, I was able to go on my way, but it was nuts. It was absolutely. I said hello. F-U-F.
This is what the world's.
Okay.
I mean,
and I was trying to be nice. I'm like, here I am. I didn't want you to feel left out. I'm trying to include you. And I get beat up. It was
stuff
crazy.
like that dumbfounds me. And yet, you're the first trans person they've seen that happens like this.
Or maybe, yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I guarantee they probably never.
And I can only imagine how they retell that story, if they do. I wonder if they remember it. This was back in 2013, 2012. But and at that time, I hadn't even Yeah, 2012. Yeah, so I had just, probably my facial hair at the time was just starting to come in, and I probably looked 10 years younger than I actually was because of the hormones, but it was scary. And after that, I was traumatized. I did not like going out by myself. I absolutely never walked down that street again, even though I felt victorious. And, I'm not afraid, but I didn't want to even bother. I know that I'm not going to go there.
So you or our brothers and sisters in community should never have to go through anything like that.
Nobody. I don't even care. Yeah, what you
Nobody in any, all 340 million of us.
Mhm.
You're going about your business. Come on.
Right, no, it's not.
Life's too short for all this crap.
But I wonder if those gentlemen lived in a society where they were raised to treat people with respect. What would make someone just come off their porch and come beat up a stranger for saying hello? Like, what had happened? Who hurt you? What happened that you were so triggered by me saying hello that you felt the need to assume my sexuality? I was on a date with a woman, so even if they thought I was a guy, like, why? What was that?
What's wrong with people?
And it's clear they have no experience with queer people at all. I mean, it was nothing but the looks on their face. I mean, the one guy was mad that I basically called him gay. His friends are just watching, and I could see them. It was just me and that. They were just there, letting it happen. And I could see, and that when I think back on that day, I see their faces more than that guy. It's so easy to just watch and say nothing.
And it takes a better person to go in and put an end to that crap.
And that's what's scary. I could see. I'd say 3 of those guys, I'm sure, did not agree with what was happening and thought their friend was being unreasonable.
If you thought
but they did nothing.
Do you think you said they might have played football? Do you think they played because that locker room maybe that locker room mentality carries over in life?
I'll have to ask my friend. She actually it's great that she lived behind their house, so I basically could never go to my friend's house. Like, she always came to my house, and this is they know they must have seen her walk by their house before, and I'm sure. After that, she ended up moving, I'll have to ask her again, but they were definitely USC kids, and where I used to live in LA was right by college, and it's like, I look younger than I am. These young college guys, they beat up a teacher, a second grade teacher.
Even if you had a UCLA shirt on walking by, they shouldn't come after you.
Right, but it's just like,
gosh, man.
For what? And I really wish I could. I wish I could see these guys again. I'd love to ask them, like, what? Why?
And the problem is, your story isn't isolated. This happens way too much.
Way worse. And I definitely, that wasn't even bad compared to what I've seen. But yes, it all ties into transmissibility, safety. It's being comfortable in the workplace, education, because it's not even just about us. The other people in this world who've been basically brainwashed to believe that there is something to be worried about. You need to be told the truth. Yeah. And that's what I worry about. Like, it's just people actually believe that there's something to be worried about. Don't worry, guys. It's all good. You don't want to be trans, don't be trans. You don't gotta be trans. No one's gonna force you.
We don't have an agenda shoved down people's throat.
Nope.
We just want to live as our true selves, blend into society, go make an honest living like everyone else.
Right? That's all. That's all.
That's it.
I don't want any special treatment.
It's too simple, right?
I mean, it's the same thing that black people want. We just want to be treated like humans.
Yeah.
Can I get a little bit of humanity? You got any of that left? I think Milltown, I think we got a pretty good amount of humanity here, and I feel very comfortable. I've been all over. I lived in California, lived in Tennessee. I've traveled many places outside of the country, and I do feel like this is a home, and I do feel safe here, and that makes me. I hope. I like that feeling to be worldwide for everyone. I think it's possible. It's not that difficult.
It's. People aren't educated on what we go through our daily lives. There's that stigma, as you kept mentioning.
Yeah.
That's why we're here. They're going to try to teach and educate.
Yeah, teach and educate. All right, stay tuned for more.